Welcome back, everyone. I'm Yogesh.
And I'm Lily. This is episode 6 of our podcast on internal communication strategies. And today we're diving into one of my favorite topics, storytelling.
Yes, today we're talking about how to use storytelling and narrative building to make internal communication more human, more memorable, and more impactful.
Because facts tell, but stories sell, right?
Exactly. Whether you're trying to roll out a strategy, introduce a change, or simply reinforce your company values, if you wrap it in a good story, people will not only understand it, they'll remember it and act on it.
So in today's conversation, we'll explore why storytelling matters in internal communication, what makes a good internal story, how leaders can build and share powerful narratives, practical formats and channels for storytelling, real-world examples and best practices.
Let's start with the basics. Why do stories matter in business communication?
Because people don't connect with spreadsheets or strategy decks. They connect with emotion, with context, with meaning.
Right. Our brains are wired for stories. They help us process complexity, empathize with others, and remember messages far better than raw data.
I think people assume storytelling is just for marketing, but inside an organization, it's even more powerful.
Absolutely. Internally, storytelling can align people with purpose, make values tangible, humanize leadership, inspire behavior change, build culture.
Let's talk about what makes a great internal story.
It starts with clarity and relevance. A great internal story usually includes a relatable protagonist, someone the audience can see themselves in, a challenge or tension, the problem or shift being faced, a journey or action, what was done to address it, a resolution or lesson, the meaning or takeaway, emotion and authenticity, not overpolished or corporate speak.
So if I'm a team leader rolling out a new policy, I could tell the story of why we're changing it, what challenge prompted it, and how it benefits people.
Exactly. Don't just say, we're implementing this new workflow. Tell the story behind it. We noticed bottlenecks in customer onboarding, and a few teams experimented with new steps that dramatically improved response times. Here's what we learned.
Now, what about who tells the story? Is it always leadership?
Good question. Leaders should model storytelling, but some of the best stories come from employees themselves. Peer-to-peer stories are more credible, more grounded.
So user-generated storytelling, kind of?
Exactly. Encourage employees to share success stories, lessons learned, aha moments. Give them platforms, internal blogs, video shoutouts, team retros.
And what about building an overarching company narrative?
Every organization needs a core narrative, a simple story of who we are, what we believe, where we're going, and how we'll get there.
That's like the why we exist story, right?
Yes, and it should connect with every level of the organization. People should feel like characters in that story, not just bystanders.
Let's give an example of turning a message into a story. So a company wants to improve customer centricity. What would the narrative look like?
Instead of saying, we need to be more customer-centric, you could say, a few months ago, one of our support agents went the extra mile to help a client in distress. That moment changed how we saw the client, and it inspired our team to rethink how we define service. Today, we're embracing that mindset across the company.
That gives me chills. Same message, but now it resonates.
Exactly. Storytelling isn't fluff, it's strategy.
Let's move into some formats. What are the best ways to tell internal stories?
Multiple formats, depending on the culture. Town halls, share origin stories or customer wins. Videos, authentic clips from employees. Internal podcasts, conversations with context. Emails or newsletters, personal notes from leaders. Intranet, story spotlights, Q&As, testimonials. Live sessions, fireside chats, learning stories, AMA formats.
And let's not forget the rituals, like opening meetings with a team win or ending the week with a story of the week post.
Yes, storytelling isn't a campaign, it's a habit. Build it into the rhythm of the organization.
Now, you mentioned authenticity earlier. What's the risk of overpolished storytelling?
It becomes corporate propaganda. People tune out. The best stories show vulnerability, messiness, humanity. Real people, real stakes.
So don't be afraid to say, we tried this, it failed, here's what we learned.
Exactly. That builds trust, which is the foundation of all internal communication.
Let's end with some practical takeaways. How can leaders and communicators start using storytelling right now?
Here's the simple exercise. Identify a moment of success, challenge, or learning. Map the story arc. What happened? Who was involved? What was the outcome? Keep it short, specific, and sincere. Share it through the right channel and invite others to share too.
And if you're not sure where to start, interview your colleagues. Ask, tell me about a time you felt proud to work here.
Yes, and then start curating and celebrating those stories. Over time, they shape your culture.
This episode has been a storytelling masterclass, Yogesh.
Thank you, Lily.
And to our listeners, remember, in communication, facts inform, but stories inspire.
If you found this episode of Corporate Communication useful, don't forget to join us, leadershipacademy.tagbizsutra.com. Do share it with your friends and colleagues and leave your review. Until next time, it's not just about telling, it's about listening too. See you there.